Just now?
Mommy is back in 30 minutes. Sorry. Can you close the door, please? Moshe?
So you speak, so I don't understand. I'm confused.
Can you please close the door?
Was that your kid?
It's my son.
So you and your son speak English, and where are you now?
I am at my home in Hamburg right now.
So what are you doing speaking English instead of German? I'm so confused.
Well, my son was born in Switzerland and raised in the United States.
That's so cool.
He got the first 1.5 years to 2 years in New York, and then the rest in LA.
Okay, so New York, LA, and now he's in Hamburg.
Correct.
And
Interim.
does he speak German or Schweizerdeutsch, or what's he doing?
He doesn't speak Schweizerdeutsch. He speaks German, and he speaks English, and he speaks Mandarin, and a little bit of Spanish. Yeah.
Wow. That's super. Well, he's gonna be ready for when the Chinese take over the world, so that's good.
Exactly. What's new in the Uber sports world? Tell me.
It was we had a great meeting. We're having our team for the brochure tomorrow at 10. We had a good conversation on getting a concise message across the board, and about getting out to the people who we think are going to be the likely first adopters in our networks.
Excellent.
It was really good, and these people are psyched. That the call is going to be up on UB Sport on UB Sports in probably about half an hour after we get done, and we're all like we're totally stoked. I had a 3-hour call this morning with a guy named Avi Scheinman, and you know him?
Well, not personally.
So he's all about I guess goal setting and inspiration. Yeah. And it was very, very good call. I'll get a copy of that from the Hype people. I'll put that up on the site too.
Yeah, he's COO, right, Avi?
Sorry?
He's the COO, right?
I don't know what he does. I don't know what he's doing for Hype, but I know he's actually involved in. That's a good question. I have no clue. He has his own company called Scheinman something. I don't know.
Got it. Okay.
But I don't know if he's actually a part of Hype. But he's cool. He's very neat. And they had 58 people on the call. So everyone was there. Everybody was listening. Good participation. And he talked about how you figure out the goals and how you align everybody else's goals with yours. Right. So that was really I think informative. And we'll be getting materials as well, and also I'll put it up on the UB Sports staff portal. And also, so that was really good. Basically, a lot of stuff has fallen into place, and the funding should be in this week. The guy who has the money, his brother was just diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, so that sort of screwed up his week last week. So he's supposed to be through this week and back on getting the money over. So he's got the first $250,000 coming in. And then after that will be the rest. I'm trying to get as many people as possible to get him before that. I really don't want him to have that much. He wants to have a third of the company for himself. I'm like, that's too much. You're going to be trying to wield too much power. And he won't have it because I have founder shares that have 3 votes per share. So he's never going to be able to do some stuff that I wouldn't want him to do. Yeah. And the company's not going to do stuff that I won't want it to do until at least the A round. And there's going to be enough other shares out there to make a difference.
Yep.
So that happened to me once. It happens to you once. You never let it happen again. And
I know.
So everybody knows. Everybody's got their. This is what happened to me.
Everyone got burned
with the shithead partners. Exactly. And that was really. So you do it once and you're done. So I'm making sure that doesn't happen again. And these guys are all really way into it. Really, we got a cool team.
I agree.
They have contacts and they have energy and initiative, and I'm very excited about it. So there are 3 people who I think are going to be weak links. Ann Crandall hasn't gotten back to me, and she has a lot of big connections. So I was hoping I can get her back re-engaged. I'm going to try calling her later on. Jim Patton has been tied up with his dad dying of COVID and that kind of stuff. So he's been wrapped up with the state issues and that kind of stuff. So I'm giving him a pass, but he's got to get in touch with me, or I'll get in touch with him in the next couple of days. The guy who used to work for ESPN, he's one of the guys who started ESPN. He is going to be more and more engaged as he goes on, but he has pancreatitis, which I guess like the precursor to pancreatic cancer. So they are working on him, and he's in the hospital for like a week, a month for the past 3 or 4 months. So I'm hoping he comes out of it. He's going to be, with us with more initiative once he gets out of this stuff. So that's all looking really good. And I guess that's it. We've got John working on the development, and our developers will be assigned as soon as we get the money. And I'm pretty sure we're going to use this company called MyZeal. And they're based in California. They have a bunch of developers, mostly in India. And so they'll be doing the move over from the server farm upstate New York to the cloud, and then moving from Ruby on Rails network system to an ASP.NET, and going from MySQL to SQL Server, all the other stuff to get us real current and modern.
All right.
And then we'll start hiring. Once all that's done, 6 months, 12 months go by, we'll start hiring people inside. But we also have 3 apps that will be developed by these guys too. So it's going to be, the whole thing's going to be working together, which is really important to me.
Good.
So it's really fun. I'm really feeling more like, I'm pointing people in the right direction, and now I'm going to carry the water and like, here's your water, sir, keep working. Here's your food here, keep working.
Yep.
And that's exciting. That's really cool. Yeah. So, and Kelly's such a lead dog. She's like saying, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. And she's got time right now. And she's amazing.
I agree.
I'm loving her.
Good.
So how's your life going? What are you doing?
Well, this and that. I mean, I'm not traveling, so I have plenty of hours working on a couple of other consultancies, but short term. So as soon as you sign my contract and I know I spend X hours a week, a day, a night, whatever for UB Sports, then that's what I have reserved.
Cool. So I've already printed out the contract and I'm ready to sign, but I got to wait for this money to hit first. As soon as the first $250,000 in, we're off to the races. Everybody else is going to start, as I can, I'm going to hire and send contracts and stuff. But obviously it's Kelly, you, Dania, and John are the first 4 out of the box. And that's because we have real operational stuff to do right now.
Yeah.
And another week goes by, we're signing up everybody else, and then we'll all be going.
Yeah.
So, we have our, I think we're all the core team. I was going to say we 4 are going to be the core team, but really we're all core.
Yeah.
And we all have our strengths and our contacts. So that we had that hype thing this morning was just like cool. It was really amazing. So I'm going to start leaning on those guys too and finding out what contacts we can use that they have that'll work, that we have to talk to when we're developing. What do we need to satisfy? What pain points do they have that we have to satisfy? What needs do they have that we don't have already taken care of? And of course, back to video. I got to make sure we have that video working. I think 100%. We're going to have a conversation with a couple of the game developers and find out what platform we really have to have ready when we launch that they can use. And, obviously they have their own stuff and everybody's on Twitch and there's another platform that people are using, but I want to be there. I want to be in that mix. I think if we're going to do esports, we got to be right there and offering stuff that's at least as good as what they have. So they start getting used to UB Sports. When we launch the quantum computing and AI stuff, they're all going to want us and they're all going to want to be on the platform, but I'd rather have them using us already.
Yeah.
And, Andy said that's going to be 1.5 years, 2 years, I think he said. So we got to be there. We got to be ready to go.
Sure.
That's not that much time. 18 months is like, that's going to fly.
Totally agree.
So, yeah, I'm pumped, man. This is really fun.
Yeah, I can see it. That's good.
Yeah, I'm totally excited. So what else should I be thinking of that I'm not thinking of?
Well, the financial model is critical for both of you and I to go through
Right,
and have a good feeling and saying this is BS resistant.
right,
We know which triggers we need to carry. We know, when it comes to content creation, content distribution, do we need to license content? How much do our users create? What quality and all the content is key.
right, exactly. And some of the sites are very friendly with the iframes and the X frames and all those frames.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fine. But there are going to be places where we're going to have hard resistance, and we have to find a way to soften that and just either pay up or find a way we're going to be rubbing they wash our hands, we wash theirs.
I mean, in our advantage, many of them have Presto websites,
right,
which is now even bigger after they got acquired.
Right.
Yeah, the thing I sent last time in the chat, that's good because it's all the same technology.
Right. It'd be easy for us to look at that.
We had the same in Europe in the 90s called Sportal. Sportal.
Yeah, I remember I tried to get that name at one time. I had to look it up and find out why I couldn't get it. Because Sports Portal, we should shrink down to Sportal, and we couldn't get it. I was really pissed. So, yeah. So I checked that out. Sportal's good. It was good, rather, back in those days.
Exactly. Yeah, Rob Hersoff was good doing this, and then of course it all fell apart. But Presto is large enough with his acquirer to manage thousands of college and high school sites.
Right. Exactly.
So that's we need to benchmark that
to
make sure our video player and our iframe model works.
Yeah.
At the end.
So the iframe should work with the Presto inside it, or should we try to compete with Presto?
Well, again, this is coming down to the financial model to see whether we want to have a decentralized system and place our iframe on their websites or drive traffic from their website to our website.
Right.
At the end, the marketing dollars will decide. If we have a lot of marketing dollars and we can attract people to our website, great. And then we can accelerate and grow. But if not, that's the model we did at Eversport. We didn't use much marketing dollars. We were very good in creating a community right off the bat on social media. And we had only one person actually who spoke 5 languages, and he did the whole thing himself.
Really? Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. That's what we need too. We're gonna have to get that outreach going immediately. And my goal is really, as we hire these Olympic athletes, to get them. They're all social. They got their side. Right. They have Twitter and everything else. I'm going to tell them to get. They're going to be going out and getting their constituents, their followers.
That's key.
Yeah,
that's key.
It's going to be fantastic. Well, that's one of. They have 3 reasons to be in the world. 1 is to be on the site and curate their sports. 2 is to be our intermediary to the governing bodies, to get the governing bodies to come up with us. Yep. And 3 is to do the social outreach.
Correct.
And so really they could easily be full-time if they wanted to be.
And thanks to COVID,
they understand.
It's like stationary retail. They all knew we need to go digital. The same applied to those guys. They're saying, I'm sitting here in house. What am I going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Especially now. That's what's so cool about this pause. Everybody's sitting around saying, what can I do now?
Yeah, everything is digital more than ever.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's what a great time for us to have like a site that is about to be squeezed out for a brand new site. In September, we're going to be coming out with the most current tools, the most current site, right into the relaunch of sports. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Good timing. Yeah, good team, good timing. Get the funding in, and we're rolling. Yeah, and we can develop something.
I'm really excited. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a call with tomorrow is 10 o'clock with Tony, Deb, and
You-
Kelly and me.
you-
And that's going to be. Did you freeze there? Or you're sort of moving.
No, you were frozen like that.
That's my look. Yeah, we're gonna have a call tomorrow with the people rewriting the brochure. And the way we have it figured is that we're gonna have the top half explaining what UB Sports is. The bottom half is for each constituency.
Yeah.
So for the athletes, for the coaches, for the people who are running the facilities and trainers, and then the high school and college athletic directors.
Good.
So we'll be doing that tomorrow. And on, I think, Wednesday I haven't seen the recent invite, but it's going to be the Google Cloud people and John and myself. And if you want to join, you can join. But it's to find out what they can do that makes them better than AWS and IBM and Azure. So I'm getting interesting feedback about IBM too.
Yeah, I told you.
That, you know?
I told you. The video platform is awesome because this used to be Ustream.
Exactly. And they have a great package that you can just put on your computer and do live feeds.
Yeah. I mean, IBM was courting me when I built Eversport, but it was too expensive. So IBM, from a price point, is still way more expensive than Google. The cheapest is AWS because of the size. Then it's Google, then it's Microsoft, and then it's IBM.
Right. And, you know, IBM and Microsoft are such big companies. And I'm thinking it'd be really, IBM is right upstate New York. It's right in Westchester. So I could easily start talking to them and making nice with them. What I'd like to do is, if we go with IBM, I'd just set up an office inside their facility. And, you know, they have a lot of space.
Yeah.
And being, you know, on their campus would be sort of fun.
Yeah, I mean, look, they have Watson. They're looking at artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the very key. I mean, quantum and anything else is for sure highly interesting.
I think Andrew even mentioned something about IBM and quantum. So I'm thinking, you know, there's something there, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely I'm making that call today because we have to decide that in the next probably 2 weeks.
I agree.
I'll probably be there. Because they'll make a decision. You know, John and I and everybody is going to have to make a decision as to what cloud we're going to use and how we go about putting the stuff off of Albany. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about was keeping the member information on an actual hard drive in a actual facility, like that place up in upstate New York that we have right now. I think it might be safer from hacking.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, I'm sure John can explain it, but there's ups and downs. I mean, yes, it makes sense, but it's cost and some other hurdles attached to it.
There might be a speed problem there too.
Exactly.
And so I just want to make sure, especially when you're loading the first page, I can't have that a millisecond longer than it could be.
No.
That's critical. Yeah.
It's critical.
So that's our first conversation. I think what you can do also is you can sort of make that loading time better by throwing up a big full screen picture and then have it meld into like the actual working picture. At least it gives you something to look at while things are happening in the background. And one of the things that I haven't seen, that I haven't spoken with anybody about, but I think is a really cool idea, is if you're going on to a sport portal for a specific sport, to sort of have a soundtrack of what people playing sounds like happening in the background while you're loading. That takes the mind off the fact that you're sitting around waiting for stuff to load visually.
I like that.
I think it's a cool idea.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's new. Yeah, I like that.
And it's very low kilobytes. It can sit on your computer as a cookie, and it goes immediately, boom. So yeah, these things.
There we go.
Yeah. So
little Tinder.
Exactly.
What's your favorite song?
Right, exactly. What are you wearing? Go right down that road. So yeah, it's there's some fun things we could do to make it different and more alive.
100%.
You know, so.
But coming back to the question of the cloud, we need to have our financial model clear to know what are the revenue drivers, right? Is it video? Is it text? Is it social? Is it sharing? Is it whatever, right?
Right.
Once we have that, then we know which cloud is most suitable. If we have 80% of our revenues coming from video, so be it, right? Then it might be IBM, but you need to identify how much of the content can be monetized by advertising and how much can be monetized via subscription and pay-per-view, and how much can be via transaction, meaning e-commerce.
Yeah, you'll see that when I send them. The way I've got it figured, it's going to be about 40% e-commerce, 40% ads, and 20% subscriptions. But and that's well delineated in the pro forma. But things are going to change when I get done with the subscription model. That's happening too fast, and I keep looking at the current subscription averages and stuff, and that's changing really fast.
Yeah, subscription is tough. I mean, as you know, we are not football, baseball. We're not the top 4 leagues. Yeah, we have the long tail, and the long tail sports. There are some long tail sports which are very successful. One of them, for example, is equestrian. They have a platform. They make $15 million just on this platform because this is so specific.
Yeah, wait. You mean the USEF?
No, the FEI.
Really?
FEI.
Right, the international.
Exactly.
Right. That's really cool because I just had a date with a girl yesterday who's big into equestrian. She said hooking me up with the USEF.
Yep.
So,
this is something you can monetize.
I'm going to monetize her? I can't tell her I'm going to monetize her.
You figure it out, Craig. I know. You can monetize her.
So, yeah, she's way into it. She's a great athlete. So it's going to be fun to see that connection and grow that thing. Because that's something I haven't covered. Equestrian is not covered yet.
Yeah.
But you're right. That's big money.
Yeah, it is.
And polo, too. Polo is like all the elite.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I better write that down. I'm going to forget it. USEF and polo. Yeah. So, you're right. We have to figure out where we need that capability the most and if the cost benefits there for each one of the clouds.
Yep.
And, IBM and mostly IBM with Watson, they're really into sports. They're doing a lot of that data and all that.
I know. They were begging me to become the platform for Eversport. Seriously, they were courting me. They invited me to CEO summits. They really wanted. Of course, I came from Ustream, so it was already a kind of relationship. But yeah, that's something we can look at.
Yeah,
anyway.
Definitely. All right, great. Thank you very much. And I'll be with you as soon as I get done with the pro forma.
Okay, and good luck with your fundraising, man.
Thank you very much. That's all what I care about right now is getting the dollars in.
Correct.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Take care.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.